all of them back here. We'll see here shortly.
What is the status with your quarterback situation?
In terms of?
In terms of the two and Siler Miles' status as well?
Same as it's been from day one. We got two quarterbacks out here. They're competing their tail off, and there's no change with Siler right now.
Despite the fact that he was not criminally charged?
Absolutely.
He's still part of this team?
Right now he's not.
What about Mr. Stringfellow?
No change with him either.
Do you feel like you have to make some sort of statement with those two based on what happened?
We're always going to do the right thing by the program. I've said that from the start. And so, you know, we're handling it internally. Do the right thing always by our team, by the university, and what's right by these players.
When do you think you'll make a decision?
Don't have that timetable set.
Have you read the police report at all?
I've seen something.
Any response to what's in that report?
I got no response. Anybody else?
Let's bring up, so you know of his history.
Yeah.
How much does that play into your expectations and your workload with him this spring and going forward?
Yeah, his history has nothing. Injury history has nothing to do with expectations. We expect him to play full speed and cut it loose. I know this: if a guy doesn't cut it loose and thinking about an injury, they will be getting hurt again shortly. And so he's got to work through that and cut it loose every play, every rep. That's the only way to play this game.
What have you seen specifically out of him? You know, obviously the other two guys,
Yeah,
kind of banged up. He's gotten a lot of reps.
He's good in good reps. I think he's making progress. I would like to see him cut it loose a little bit more, and he will. Work in progress. We still got fall camp, and then we'll get that thing going.
Have you ever had a guy with 3 ACL injuries?
3? No. Yeah, he's impressive. I mean, the fortitude and the strength and determination it takes to come back from that. I mean, we all have tremendous respect for Coop without question.
Coach, any surprises this spring?
Surprises? No. I mean, it's spring ball. You know, I think we're always impatient for more productivity and more execution. But you know, I think it's kind of par for the course in terms of spring football.
How's your quarterback
Yeah, I don't think that they're doing any, certainly any worse than anybody else out here. And they probably have more on their plate than most guys just by playing that position. So we're making progress there.
What'd you see on the touchdown pass to Daniels?
Great catch. Jeff got that thing in there with pretty good time. He throws it another foot in front. Probably doesn't have to make the circus catch. But that's what quarterbacks need. They need guys to make plays. They don't need guys that are wide open that can catch a hitch. I can do that, and I'm old. So we need better than me out there. So we need playmakers. We saw one out there today.
That's a glimpse of what you think Daniels is capable of doing?
I think he's a young player. I think he's got tremendous explosiveness. And, you know, he catches the ball anywhere remotely like that. We've got something going.
How is that tight end group progressed?
I think they've done a nice job. I've been impressed with that group. I think they're very focused. I think we've made good progress. I think there's some talent there. And we stay healthy there. That's going to be a real good group.
Does your philosophy with that position evolve over the years, or have you always kind of used it as
Well, we like to use those tight ends. They're hard to find. Those big bodies that can run, catch, block, run game. So they're really hard to find. And when we find guys, we'll find ways to get on the ball.
the two quarterbacks coach? How much evaluation
Well, there's no reason to reevaluate everybody every day. So there's no reason. I mean, I think they're both getting better. They're both still competing and improving. And we've been pleased with that. They both have a long way to go for us to play at that, you know, a championship level. That's our goal always. But they're making progress. There's no question there. But to answer your question, they're evaluated every single day.
You said that, you know, two of the most important things to play quarterback are accuracy and decision making. Yep. How is the decision making with both of those guys, and where are they with that as well as the accuracy?
I think their decision making is actually pretty darn good. It can be maybe a little bit quicker at times. I think where we need to take the next big step is with accuracy, and they will. But I think there's a lot of balls out there that, you know, me getting to be up close and personal with them today, that if that ball is thrown a foot differently, the receiver doesn't have to make that circus catch that we're talking about, or it doesn't go off his hands. You know, you watch the best throwers in the NFL. I mean, those balls almost catch themselves for them. I mean, they just put them right in front of that number, and it's very hard not to catch the ball when you throw it like that.
How do you get them to improve the accuracy?
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of reps on their own time, and every throw matters, even when they're warming up. And I think they have it in them, but that has to improve.
Chris, with the night scheduling and kind of the change because of the class scheduling and everything,
Yeah.
do you feel like that's something that's you're gonna be able to probably avoid a year down the road once you have a better handle on what guys are doing and how they have to fit in class with what they're doing here?
Yeah, we would like to be able to avoid that. I think the more we can keep our guys in routine with schedule, I think it helps us. But I will say this, the way college football's going, playing on Friday nights and Saturday days and then Saturday night late, you have to be able to adjust and adapt. So really, that's how we kind of look at it. The main thing for us is where we get all of our guys here to practice, whether it's in the morning or night. That's really secondary. We'd like to keep it all comfortable and convenient for our guys, but that's not even college football when we play in the fall. So we got to adjust. And, if it's early in the morning and we're not feeling it, I mean, we have to be able to get that energy late at night as well, and then to come back the next morning and rally. I mean, we did that at Boise. I mean, we played it. It would have been 9 in the morning Boise time against Southern Miss, and because we were morning guys, they didn't bat an eye. I mean, but I think a lot of times, your afternoon guys at early morning can be like, what is this? Likewise, if you're early morning guys, we're going to play all these night games. We got to be able to adjust with that too. So we got to take what comes our way.
And you think you might kind of use that idea and adjust accordingly in the fall?
In terms of
maybe throwing them a couple things to just get them comfortable with adverse situations?
Oh, there's going to be a lot of different things thrown their way to put them in uncomfortable situations. Whether we can change the schedule like that, it always comes kind of back to academics. And so we might not have that convenience, but we'll do other things to make sure that it's inconvenient for them and they got to deal with adversity without question.
Is it safe to assume that either Troy or Jeff will be your starting quarterback next year with Tyler has the opportunity to job?
We'll answer all those questions here down the road for you guys. When I don't want to go off and just answer partial this, that, when we really haven't said everything. And when I get that answer, we'll answer that for you guys.
Good. Coach, did you bring in a social media consultant over the weekend?
We sure did.
What was that all about?
You guys can answer that better than I can answer that. And that's the world we live in. We got to be able to operate with it, do it the right way, open our eyes, see what kind of message we're throwing about ourselves, about the university, what our brand's going to be. Very good talk, and I think our guys hopefully got something out of it.
That wasn't any sort of mandate or anything like that. It was just kind of helping them navigate the world of social media.
It's Coach Pete's mandate. Yeah, we needed everybody there, but I think they enjoyed it. I think they liked it. I think it was informative. I think it was right on the money.
Did it take some convincing for you? You didn't accept Twitter when you were at Boise, right? When you got here,
Yeah.
What changed for you?
So we're still figuring that out, whether we can handle Twitter. But you take Twitter away, there's still 5 other things they can do. I mean, so it wasn't like these guys couldn't do anything. And it's the world we live in, and so I'm good if they're good, but if they're not good, it's going to go away. And so they got to learn how to do it correctly.
Better on the short week.
Well, I'm more optimistic that we're going to get this right and do it the right way.
Are you going to get a Twitter account?
That's a good question. The only way I'm doing that is because of recruiting, and so we'll see.
Pete,
What is your pat policy? Some coaches say, yeah, you can have his own football stuff, team stuff.
Twitter stuff? Right now, we're just kind of seeing what's out there, and if they can handle that, and we're trying to educate them. I mean, that's our job. Whatever we do is to educate them the right way, and kind of go from there.